Hello fellow YouTubers, Treble8385 here with YouTube Gaming Community number 40. Before I talk about my first year on YouTube, I want to get these videos and channels that these two people recommended. Mr. DeBach had recommended Dusty Chin Man, and they do the channel, and they do the Dusty and Chin Man RPG show. It's very early, very rough, one of those things where they just start out, they'll get better as they go along. Check that out. Ring, Nikakeron, has a really cool video he wanted me to direct you to called Streets of Rage Remake PC Homebrew. It's made by Bomber Games, and they decided to make their own sequel to the Streets of Rage games. So check that out. Jiron79 does this little thing called Retro Gambler. He has very high production value in his videos. One of his latest series of videos he's been doing is about the Commodore Amiga CD-TV. And in these video series, he seems to be doing the same video twice, one in English and one in another language. And then Philip 2 wanted me to direct people to Playvalue, and the video he wanted me to direct you to is The Two Johns, and it is about John Carmack and John Romeo, or people you would know who are responsible for id Software. So check those out. It's hard to believe that December 11th, 2009, I put up my first video on YouTube, just simply showing my collection, not being in front of the camera. And then December 13th doing that second video, not having any idea the direction I was going to go, not having any idea what I would do in videos after that. Just simply wanted to make a video and be part of the gaming community on YouTube. Not even understand what community meant back then. Back then I just simply wanted to put a video up. I wasn't going to respond to comments. I wasn't going to thank subscribers or anything. People would subscribe to me and view me just because I made a video about my collection. At least that's what I thought back then. Little would I know, after the December 13th video, I'd get a phone call the next day saying, hey, your dad's in the hospital, him coming to live with us, and not being even attempt to make a video, and then on January 18th of 2009, him passing away. And almost deciding not to get out, to leave YouTube and not make another video. To think of what I would have missed if I had done that. But I wanted to do a video about it, my dad somehow, so on March 17th, 2009, I came back to YouTube. And I did My Arcade Life Part 1, talking about how my dad affected my arcade life. And someday I really want to go back and redo that video, because I really, to me, didn't do a very good job talking about all the experiences, interaction we had that led to why he was so important in my arcade life. It was my first video I got from the channel talking, and you know how that was. The first time I did a video, I think it was like a couple minutes long, because I was struggling to not sound like a bumbling idiot, and what I was talking about just didn't seem to last long enough, And that video was the first video I ever got a comment from, and it was from none other than Nerox. And he might have very well been my first subscriber, I don't know. But let's get all the first out of the way for me on YouTube. The first two people ever to put me to shout out video was Arcade Main Machine and OtoU272. And over the period of time, early on YouTube, they sent me a personal message or very positive comments, great pickup video, great job. And that meant a lot back then, because the truth of the matter is, even though you weren't getting very many views back then, you wanted to know that people were actually watching your video and not actually stumbling across it, watching a couple seconds of it, and just not watching the rest. First person ever sent me a personal message was Tarek777. And I sat there, I remember sitting there reading that personal message and thinking about 2 weeks. I'm like, should I answer back? Should I not? And deciding to answer back, and now I consider him a friend. Atari Leaf was the first guy I sent a personal message to, asking him about how software he uses in video editing, and he sent me a personal message back, very long message about all of what he did and went into it. Meant a lot to me back then. It really did for him to do that. It really did. The first time I saw that community thing. Where the truth is, on YouTube, if you send someone a question, they are asking something, they'll usually try to answer it. If they can't, they usually will direct you towards somebody who can answer that question. The first big channel I ever sent a personal message to was Happy Council Gamer. After they did their live stream, and my personal message was basically, hey, it's great to see that you're the same people in the live stream that you are in your videos, and that you're not a character or fake. And they sent back a very nice, positive, thankful personal message back the next day, which blew me away because I only had 40 subscribers back then, The first person that ever put me on a checkout channel list was the Tarek777. And I went from 40 to 80 subscribers because of that. And so when I first started doing this channel, like we all do, I modeled my videos, my pickup videos. That's what I mainly did when I first 6 months on YouTube. You end up modeling after somebody else, or mimicking somebody else. I remember I was mimicking Atari Leaf, Crow 111, Pocket Migo, Retro Gamer VX, X-Files 2708, Techromancer 1, Buffer Kid. Just so many people, and I'm probably leaving out that I really should. Cessna Ace. People who simply at the time, I using a simply no editing, just simply sitting in front of the camera and showing you their collection. God, my videos had you boring back then because it's like, hey, I just got this game, I haven't played it yet. Hey, I just got this game, I haven't played it yet. I'm sure that was very exciting. But I was just doing pickup videos and get a subscriber here or there, you know. When I first started, I had no goals on YouTube. Just simply make a video. But as I went on a little bit, my goal was simply to get 100 subscribers by my first year. And to think that I'm sitting now 1 year after starting that first video 1 year later at 544 subscribers is quite humbling. I didn't have any goals when I started, you know. And so I did those videos, and the video that impacted me a lot on YouTube was J-Boy Packin's video talking about the channel pretending to be his wife and how, you know, he asked the person to quit and how the community, and I thought, man, someone ought to make a video to tell people about this, you know, to know what's going on, you know, some kind of community video. But the word community didn't come in my head at the time. And luckily the community did step up and the channel got shut down. And the other one that severely affected doing this series was Retro Gamer VX's community tag. And I sat there thinking, I decided to answer that tag, sat there thinking, I really don't do anything about the community at all in any of my videos on my channel. And I kind of view I need to do more stuff in the community. I highly doubt anybody back then who would ever thought that I'd be doing this because I said that. And the idea popped in my head to do this. I sat out 3 weeks, and then I just decided one day, turn that camera on and just run with it. And that's where we sit now with that aspect of it. I still remember the first channel I ever put on my checkout channel list, and that was Amy's Bro, because I saw that Nerox had left a comment to his video. And I want somebody to be the first checkout channel that was nobody who I never had any interaction with. And, you know, I didn't want people to think, oh, you're just shouting out your friends in your videos. I also didn't know how people were going to react to YouTube gaming community videos. They could have said, oh, you're just using the title or just shouting these people out so you get more subscribers or you get more views in your videos, which that was never the point. Little did I see from going 20 views or less on a video to now going to basically 200 a video. Just blows me away. Also must thank Games31 for being the first channel, I believe in YouTube Gaming Community number 3, being the first channel ever featured on here. I sent him that personal message, and him answered back the next day and answered truthfully. The one thing one thing he did answer in my, though I didn't ask him, but answered just out of talking in that personal message to me that I never told people was he actually explained how he came up with the name Games31 for his channel. But it really meant a lot to me that he answered truthfully, because if he had answered negatively or not truthfully, I may have never done another featured channel in this series again. And there's only been 2, the other one being Oto U272. And I must thank him because he had such great answers to those questions. You know, him and Nerox, I see those guys leave comments to the front of people's channel page, people's videos. Those 2 guys are 2 great ambassadors for the community. They do a lot more than me just sitting in front of this camera, shouting out probably 1/10 of 1% of the videos or channels in the gaming community today. And to see how the people, one of the, I think, most freaky things to me, and I still have yet to wrap my head around being 1 year later, is now doing the YouTube game community and having people watch my videos that I was watching when I started, just like, wow, you know, that they're watching me. Whoa. Having a professor at a Boston college make a video about the community with me in it just blows my mind. Or being a guest on a podcast because I simply sit in front of the camera and make a video that some people seem to like. You know, the truth is, so many people deserve credit because it's not you. I mean, yeah, we take credit for we started the idea, we take credit for starting the video, sit in front of the camera, the channel, but there's a lot of people who give us ideals recommendations that do all the work, and we take credit for it by putting in a video. I mean, this series, I am having more fun doing this series now than when I first started. It has been a blast. It's a blast every day to come on here, to see the comments that people leave me, to see the conversations I have with people, to get on Skype and talk to some of these people on Skype, and you know, conversations with them off of YouTube. It has really been if you just allow people, comment to people, and allow yourself to interact with them, it'll be one of the best experiences you ever had, and you'll never regret it. You know, I must thank my wife, because to be honest, without her I wouldn't be doing this. At times we butted heads for doing these videos because she thought I was spending too much time on it. Because when I start something, I'm obsessive compulsive when I first start something. I'm all in when I first start something. And then over time I gear that back a little bit. And because of that, now I am going to be doing other videos besides this. Because I've done this, because I'm so comfortable in the camera that I feel confident in doing that, I'm just going to, one of the ideals that I'm going to be doing soon just popped in my head, and I'm just running with it. You know, and obviously I must thank every person who's commented to a video, watched my videos, subscribed to my channel, because honestly, without that, I would have never been doing this. But anyway, guys, that's enough for that. So until next episode.